Walkaround family, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a 2025 Honda CRV EX in platinum white pearl with the gray interior. Now below the EX you have the LX, which is the base model. Then you have the EX, and then you have the EXL, and those three models are your only models that's gas only. When you move up to the hybrid, the lowest model is a Sport, Sport L, and Sport Touring. So you have 6 options in the CRV, whether you want hybrid or non-hybrid. But if you want fully loaded, hybrid only. If you want the base model, gas only. Take a look at the front fascia. From 23 to 24 to 25, the design is still all the same. EX will give you the full LED headlamp, so you have LED high beam, low beam, turn signals, and daytime running lights. There is no fog lights available on the CRV. And your low beams will be on the outer reflector style, and the high beams will be right in the middle. EX will give you a chrome piece going across the grille. You have this kind of gloss black on the grille. The lower portion of the bumper is flat black, and it breaks up some of the white. And you do have a little bumper curtain over here that is actually functional. And you do have your Honda emblem right there in the middle that houses your radar and your emblem. When Honda redesigned to this body style, they were trying to give you a more sportier roadster type look where you have the longer hood and you have the more slopier windshield. Speaking of slopey windshield, you do have a wider windshield from the previous generation, which was this guy over here. So you can see it's a lot wider on the newer generation. The A-pillar is a lot slimmer, and the Honda sensing camera is much wider as well. And you do receive the new windshield wipers that start on a Civic, where the sprayer is actually on the wiper itself. Coming along to the side profile, I want to look a little bit more deeper into the platinum white pearl, because Honda has this white for a while, and it's not a flat white. You can see the pearl in there, a very beautiful exterior color. All EXs will give you these silver finished alloy wheels, and they are 18s. If you go up to a Sport Touring, you will get a unique style 19s. But if you get a Sport, EX, EXL, Sport L, they all will be this style wheels. Now on the Sport and Sport L, it'll be gloss black and not silver like the EX and EXL. If you get an LX, LX still has hubcaps instead of having a full alloy wheel. Tires are 235 wide with a 60 wall, of course, wraparound 18s. The CRV do have a protection package, so you have wheel locks on all 4 rims, splash guards behind each tire, cargo tray in the trunk. But just looking at the side profile here, you do have this little belt line crease that goes along the whole side, and a little bit in the bottom too, kind of break up some of the roundness of the CRV. EXL. The EX will give you chrome around the window. The mirror is body colored. Below it, it's flat black with an LED turn signal integrated in there. And you have blind spot monitoring on the side mirrors. Before we get to the rear, I want to show you guys the window sticker, because this is a 25. So you can see 25 CRV, 1.5T all-wheel drive EX. 1.5T lets you know you get the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. If you get a hybrid, it won't be a turbo, but it will be a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Coming along to the rear, you do have your shark fin style antenna up above, and it is body colored. So you can see there, the window spoiler is half body colored and half flat black. And you can add a roof rail if you want to, but if you get a sport, any hybrid will come with a roof rail automatically. But if you want crossbars, you add the roof rails and crossbars, get a hybrid, just add the crossbars. You do have a capless fuel filler as well. When you lock the door, when you lock the CRV, it'll lock the door. But when the door is unlocked, you can just push it to unlock, and you can see the gas cap is technically on the door itself. Now on the window spoiler, you do have your red third brake light there, exposed windshield wiper. This is the only way to know it's an all-wheel drive from this little sticker, which was from the original CRV. So it's cool that Honda brought that back instead of having all-wheel drive and chrome on the tailgate. The tail lights are a combination, so the brake lights are LED, and the reverse lights are LED, but the turn signals are regular, look like incandescent in there as well. A lot of people was complaining that they wish it was full LED, but the previous CRV, I believe, had LED brake lights and turn signals, but the reverse lights were incandescent, so it is what it is. License plate light also is LED as well. I don't know if you guys can see in there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's LED for your license plate light bulb. And down below, you have some reflectors, flat black On the bumper, no parking sensors, you have to get an EXL to get that, and no power tailgate, you have to go up to the EXL to get that. Before I show you the interior of the EX CRV, here's the key fob, the same as 23 and 24. You have lock, unlock, remote start is built in on the EX on the key fob, and you have to unlock your trunk even though it's not power. Like I said, you gotta get the EXL, and you have your panic button, and then you do have a key, emergency key in the fob that you push the side button to get it out. So with the smart key, you do have smart entry. So if you tap these little lines right there, it will lock all the doors. And you also have that same feature on the passenger door. But if you put your hand in the driver door, it'll unlock the driver door and only the driver door, but you can go into settings and change that. If you walk the passenger side, put your hand in there first, then it'll unlock all 4 doors anyways as well. So this is the gray interior, and on the EX, your interior is cloth seating. If you want leather, you have to go up to an EXL or go to Sport L and Up Hybrid. If you get an EXL with gray interior, the whole seat will be leather. But if you get gray interior on the EX, that's cloth, only the middle is gray and the outsert is black. But if you get a Sport Touring in gray, it's just like this too. So it's a little bit confusing, but that's how Honda laid it out. Taking a look at the door card, you have soft touch up here, soft touch there, where you rest your elbow. On the window switches, they're auto up down only for the front window. You hold for the rear. If you get an EXL, all 4 will be auto up and down. Power locks, power mirrors. I like the material they use for the door handle. And you do have some storage underneath here as well. So you have storage and a little bottle holder as well. On the EX, the driver's seat is power. So you have forward, back, up and down. You can tilt this portion right here up and down from the top, forward and back for the seat. And then you do have a 2-way lumbar, which is forward, in and out. I'm about to say forward and back, in and out for the lumbar. On the passenger side, it is manual, so you have to pull the bar to move forward and back and pull the lever to move your seat forward and back. There's no up and down. Let's get into the interior of the EX. It's a hot day today. I was gonna show you guys, welcome to your Honda. So push button starts the foot and brake, push the button. Let's get some air going on in here before I melt. On the left side of the steering wheel, you're gonna have an air vent with some controls to open and close the vent. And you have some blank buttons, but you can turn on your traction control on and off. On the steering wheel itself, it is a polyurethane material. If you want leather, you have to go up to an EXL if we're talking about gas only. Steering wheel on the left stock, you have your headlight controls, which is off, auto, parking light, and on. You also will have auto high beams on the EX. On the right side stock, you have your wipers, which is off, intermediate, low, and high. And you have off, intermediate, and on for your rear wiper behind you as well. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have next track, previous, the volume. You have your source to quickly switch between AM, FM, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have a house button that will control the digital screen up there. And you have a scroll wheel that controls the screen up there. And also you have your voice command as well. And speaking of the screen, it is half digital, half analog. If you're familiar with Honda, then you're familiar with the screen, where the right side is a speedometer and speedometer only. Left side is a digital speedometer and customizable with your tachometer as well, and give you a little bit more information. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have some of your cruise buttons and some of your Honda Link options as well. So you have cruise on and off, cancel, resume, set, your distances for adaptive cruise control, and your lane keep assist on and off system as well. Back to the screen here, if you hit the little house and scroll with this wheel right there, you can see you have a few different options in this menu here. So actually, let's go right into settings. So settings, you can change like TPMS, driver settings, auto door lock, and all that good stuff. Walkway auto lock on and off, and everything in there. Brightness, you can have nothing. You can have safety support that shows all your safety features. So road departure mitigation, blind spot information system, collision mitigation system, and that's pretty much it. And then you can get out that menu. You have maintenance that shows you your oil life. You also have who got their seatbelts on, and all-wheel drive torque distribution, driver attention on your waking up to drive, speed and time of the engine, range and feel, which is everyone's favorite to leave it on. You can have warnings, show you if the hood is open, the trunk is open, low tire pressure, gauge display, and here you can show what you want to show on here, and then you start back over on settings. So coming out of there, you also have, like I said, a digital speedometer in the middle, how many miles, what mode you're in, outside temperature, and how much gas you have in your CRV as well in the time. So give you decent information that you need. This screen is standard on every CRV from the base model all the way up to the Sport Touring. Now taking a look at the more of the middle of the steering wheel, All just flat black, nothing too crazy. No silver, no piano black, and you do have the silver piece too, which I believe is the same material as the driver. I'm about to say the driver handle, the door handle. Coming along to your touchscreen display here, you do get the smaller screen on the EX. If you go up to the EXL, you get the bigger 9-inch display. I believe this is a 7-inch display. When we look at the trim walk, I'll confirm that. It is touchscreen, so you can touch it, and you do have physical buttons. So volume knobs, tuning knob or select knob. You have next track, previous, phone, AM, FM radio, media, I think is Bluetooth or USB, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, back key, and menu. With Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you do have to plug your phone in to use that feature. If you get an EXL, which comes with the bigger 9-inch display, you have the option to get wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or wired. But if you get EX, LX, or Sport, that comes with this screen, it'll only be wired. Down below, you have the new vent that started on the Civic. It's also on the CRV. Feels very premium to the hand. It don't feel cheap at all. And the whole thing's not a vent. It's wherever you can see where it's a vent and where it's not a vent. Below that, you do have your climate control. So even though you have cloth seats, you do have heated seats on the EX, high, medium, and low. You do have auto climate control, and you do have dual zone climate control where driver and passenger can have 2 different temperatures. So you turn the sync off, this person catch on fire, you stay cool over there. Hit sync, you're controlling both sides. So you have your air circulation, your modes, front defrost, fan speed / on and off, heated side mirrors and back glasses on one button, AC on and off, didn't mean to turn that guy on, and then you have the passengers heated seat buttons as well. Down below that, you do have a USB-A and a USB-C. To use Apple CarPlay Android Auto, you have to plug into USB-A. The USB-C is just for charging. You also have a power outlet as well, which is 12 volt. And you have this huge storage down here. If you get an EXL, then you get a wireless phone charger standard, but anything below an EXL just be storage. Shifter is the same material as the steering wheel. If you want a leather wrap steering wheel shifter, you have to go up to an EXL. If you toggle it, you'll have normal, econ, snow, and that's it. You don't have no sport mode. I believe you have to go up to the hybrids to get a sport mode. I don't think EXL got sport mode, now that I think about it. It's so hard to remember everything on all these cars. But below that, you do have your auto stop engine defeat button. You do have a cruise control feature going downhill up to 12 miles per hour. You can set it. Park, reverse, neutral, drive. You have sport mode's here. There we go. Sport mode is only in transmission only. It's not a sport mode like how it is on the hybrids. So this will allow the eCVT transmission to shift at higher RPMs to give you a more spirited feel while driving. And then you have low going downhill. You can use more engine braking or use more torque going uphill. And you have your electronic parking brake, and brake hold will hold your brake while you're in drive. It's a very cool feature. Here's the cup holders down below, and feels fine. I feel like it can fit decent sized cups, not no big, huge cups, but your standard cups, it'll be fine. More storage here. You have your armrest, which is leather wrapped and feels very plush. And in the center console here, you can see no plugins, just storage, and that's pretty much it. Coming along to the glove box here, it is lockable. It is damp, so it opens slowly, but it's not lined with felt, just plastic in there. And then you have the dash as well too, which is a very soft rubber, I would say. It's very soft to touch. It's not hard plastic up here at all. This is hard, but this is soft. So it feels nice. And then you can see the seat design in the passenger seat, black on the outside, gray in the middle. Coming along to your rear view mirror. It's the standard rear view mirror. If you get an EXL, it will be auto dimming, but HomeLink is not standard on the CRVs anymore. It used to be standard on EXL and up. Now you have to add that as an accessory, and it will change the mirror to give you a more thinner mirror as well, to less of a border. Up above, you do have LED lighting throughout your interior, the whole interior, which is nice. And you have your moonroof controls there as well, because EX and above will give you a moonroof. There is no panoramic moonroof available on any CRV. You can also push straight up and it'll vent as well too. Ford will always close that guy. Sunglass holder there. Close that up so I don't cook in here. This gray interior, you can see the headliner is gray as well. It looks very beige. Actually, it don't look beige, but it's a very light gray, I will say. And taking a look at your visor up here, so you do get a light and a mirror. It's not LED, but at least you get a light. And let's check out the passenger's vanity mirror. can't pick it up. There we go. We get a glass and a light, which is a nice. I'm putting the reverse so you guys can see your backup camera, which is a wide angle. You have your normal looking straight ahead, and you have your top down view as well. Also, you have cross traffic on and off. So if you're backing out of a parking space and there's a car coming from this way or that way, it'll beep and alert you and show you arrows that there's a car coming while you're backing up. But the wide angle is super wide. And the wide angle is so wide, like this is the Jeep right there. You can see, look, the Jeep is right there, and I can see it. That's how wide it is. Same on this side. See that CRV right there? The CRV is right there to give you a really wide angle. And if you turn the wheel, it doesn't have trajectory. So you turn the wheel, it'll show you where it ends up as well too, which is cool. Which is a nice backup camera. We're gonna jump out of here and check out the back seats. Oh yeah, you also have a backup camera standard. CRVs do not get a 360 backup camera. It's a standard multi-angle backup camera where you have a wide angle, normal, and top down. And because this has a blind spot, you also have cross traffic. And actually, before we open the rear door, I know I showed you guys the year and everything. I'm showing you gas mileage. So you're looking at 26 city, 31 highway, and base price is $33,850 on the 25s. Plus Platinum White Pearl, you do pay a premium color fee, which is $455. Destination handling is $1350. MSRP is $35,655. Now I do have a protection package on mine, which is about $443, which brings it to about $36,098. But at least MSRP, you guys know, is $35,655. Now, one thing the CRVs are known for is these wide opening doors. Like, look how wide the door opens. It's almost 90 degrees. So you can get things in and out, or fit your bigger frame people. It'll be easier to get things in and out. On the door card back here, hard touch, soft touch with your rest of your elbow. There's hard touch as well. But you do have some storage down here. Block the sun for you guys so you can see. Little bottle holder, storage. And you have one speaker down there. That's pretty much it. A little unique design up here. I always like this material for the door handle. But let's get into the rear and sit back here. Unbuckle all the seatbelts. And see what storage that you got. So sitting behind myself, I got plenty of room back here. This is why you buy a CRV over an HRV. Or you buy a CRV over a Civic. Because you get plenty of leg room back here as well too, and plenty of headroom. So you do get ear vents, and I don't know why that's closed. They try to melt me back here, but you get ear vents and you get two USB-C's ports back here as well too on the EX. Behind the driver, no mat pocket. Behind the passenger, you do get one mat pocket, and you do get an armrest as well in the middle with two cup holders, and feels nice to the touch. One thing I like about these new redesigned seats is that the car seat tethers are exposed, so you don't gotta go digging your finger in there looking for them. They're right there where you need them on both outdoor seats. Take a look at the cockpit again. Nice place to be, especially on the EX. The EX is, you don't need too loaded, but you don't want too basic either. EX is the way to go. Oh yeah, LED lighting up above as well. Let's jump out of here and take a look at the trunk. Like I said earlier, the trunk is manual. If you want a power tailgate, you have to get an EXL, or if you get in a hybrid, Sport L and Sport Touring. Wide opening, low load floor, and one thing you don't get from the previous CRV is the little handles to drop the seats. You just gotta either drop it from here, or you gotta go around and drop the seat. But LED interior lighting, which is nice. Get some grocery hooks back here. Get a power outlet back here as well. Storage on the side, on both sides. Now, part of the protection package, the CRV has this cargo tray, something you can add. Your CRV will just come with this normal carpet, not with this tray. And this floor can actually come up about a few inches. So you can see there's a ledge right here. So you can lift up the floor, put it on the ledge, and it'll be more flush if you need it to be. And down below, you do have your spare tire, which is not a donut, but it's not a full size either. So it's like an in-betweener with your tools as well. I'm gonna fold down the seat so you guys can see what it looks like with the seats folded down. You do have a hump though. It's not flat like the previous CRV anymore. So when you drop down this guy, we're gonna go around and drop down the other side. I'll show you guys how it'll look. So it is split, which is nice. And you do get a little hump back here. So if you're planning on like maybe sleeping back here, camping back here, be mindful that there's a little slight hump back there. Let me see, show you guys the hump as well. Also, the rear seats have more adjustments when it comes to reclining the seats. Because on the previous CRV, you have one position going back. Now you have 8, so you can go back, keep going, keep going, keep going, to the point where you can lay back there and nap if you wanted to, which is nice. I'm gonna put this one up so you guys can see the difference. So that's straight up, and that's the first setting, and this is the lowest setting. You can see the difference there. Look at that. So your rear passengers can knock out if they want to. Can y'all believe 25 CRVs are already out? Time is flying. Anyways, I got a new look too. You know, check me out, check me out. But anyways, we are here taking a look at the 2025 EX CRV. So I explained the lineup in the video. Base model is gonna be your LX. Above the base model, you have the EX, which has everything the LX have. Above that, you're gonna have the EXL. Now, the Sport is hybrid only, and technically a Sport, it's like an EX. In my opinion, it's like the same thing. One's hybrid, one's not. Same thing with the EXL and the Sport L. They're the same thing, just one is hybrid, one is not. And then Sport Touring only hybrid, LX only base model. So we're gonna focus on the EX. The first thing you're getting upgrading from the LX is remote engine start with climate control. So when you use a remote engine start, it'll bring your climate to like 72 degrees. It's actually a cool feature. You get the 18-inch silver painted alloy wheels because LX, you get hubcaps. You know, I don't know why they have hubcaps on the LX, but you get hubcaps. You do get the 235/60 18s, and they're all-season tires. Blind spot information system with cross traffic. You get the one-touch power moonroof with tilt feature, dual-zone automatic climate control, smart entry with walkaway auto lock. You do get a 6-speaker 240-watt sound system. You get the USB charging port in the front and then 2 in the back. You get a 10-way power driver seat, including 2-way power lumbar support, heated front seats, body colored heated power side mirrors, illuminated drivers, and front passengers vanity mirrors. So going up from the LX, to be honest, the EX is going to be the volume seller. This is what everyone's mostly going to buy. This is what Honda's going to sell most of because it's not too basic, it's not too loaded. It's just, right there in the middle. That sweet spot. That's the right package. With that being said, let's jump in and build one. So here's the lineup for 2024. By the way, 2025. By the way, if you want to know what the difference in 2025 versus 24, two things. Lunar Silver is no longer available. Now it's Solar Silver, I believe. That replaced Lunar Silver. And the Solar Silver is like a lighter. So I made a short about Solar Silver and Lunar Silver. So check that out. Also, I made a short about the EX as well too, but I think this video is coming out before the short. Anyways, that's one thing that's new. Second, the Honda Service Pass on 24s was 2 years, I think 24,000 miles. For 25, they went back to 1 year, 15,000 miles. So if you're at a time where you can buy a 24 right now, you want the longer service pass, you better go buy a 24 right now because 25s are not getting it. So building EX, we're gonna go over the exterior colors first. You have two-wheel drive as an option, that's standard, and all-wheel drive is an option. So flip that what I just said. All-wheel drive is an option. Now, if you go with the two-wheel drive, your gas mileage is 28 city, 34 highway, 30 combined. If you go up to the all-wheel drive, you're looking at 26 city, 31 highway, 28 combined. Now, the non-hybrid CRVs makes about 90 horsepower, 190 horsepower, 179 foot-pound of torque, and they're matted to a CVT. And like I said, you can get the available real-time all-wheel drive with intelligent control system, or you can get two-wheel drive. And what's cool about the all-wheel drive is it's mostly front wheel, and it'll send power to the back wheel if there's any slippage or the CRV detects that you're in a different terrain. It does it automatically. You don't got to pull over, lock it in. You're good to go. I'm going to click all-wheel drive because the model we just went over was all-wheel drive. Now, let's look at some of the paint colors. You have the Canyon River Blue Metallic, which only comes with black interior. You have Crystal Black Pearl, and you have the option between black interior or gray interior. So you notice the the grays and the black on the outside, gray in the middle, like the model we showed. You have meteorite gray, which also comes in either gray or black interior. You have solar silver metallic. There we go. This replaces lunar silver, so it's a more brighter silver than lunar silver, and that only comes in black interior. And we have platinum white pearl. Now we're jumping into the premium colors. So platinum white pearl, you do have to pay $455 more, and you have the option between black cloth or gray cloth. And looking at radiant red, one of my favorite colors on the CRVs, $455 more. Only interior option is gray interior. And then you got Steel Night Pearl, which is a color that came from the Accord Coupe, the previous generation before they ended the coupes. You're able to get the same exact color, which is cool. Black interior is the only option, $455 upcharge. And Urban Gray Pearl, which replaced Sonic Gray Pearl from the previous CRV, only comes in black interior as well too, with also the $455 upcharge. So ours is white with the gray, so that's what we're gonna put in there. So we get some wheel options here. You can get the stock wheels here. You can upgrade to an 18-inch black alloy wheel. See how that looks. It looks alright. Kind of, if you love how the hybrid looks with the blacked out wheels standard, you can add black wheels on here, which is cool. And you can add the bronze HPD wheels, which is interesting looking. We're going to keep it on the stock wheels and look at some packages. You have the all-season protection package too. You have the HPD package, protection package, and the utility package. So you can see roof rails, crossbars, running boards, and more. So take a look at that. Oh, seat back protector. So some of these packages come with a lot of stuff on there, which is cool. If you look at the accessories, these are individual things you can add. So I'll start with electronics. And to your EX, you can add a wireless phone charger. That's nice. No more need for adapters and cords. That's cool. Flat charging services, keeps interior sleek and clean. To be honest, plug your phone in, charge your phone way faster. But if you just need a quick little charge or you just want to drop your phone on there, there you go. You get the wireless phone charger. You can also add parking sensors. And is this front and back or is it just, I'm sure it's front and back. Let me see. So front and rear sensors, that's nice because I think the previous CRV, you're only able to add rear sensor, that's it. So now they give you front and rear, which is cool. While backing up, four rear and two corner sensors. So it's a little bit different than the EX on Sport Touring that comes with the backup, the sensor standard. This one is kind of a, you know, since you don't have that screen kind of that works with the system, you have a separate, I guess, sensor in the car, and I'll tell you how close you are to things. So it's pretty interesting. All right, jump into the interior, because engine block cleaner, heater. We're going to look at that. So you all season mats. The previous CRV came standard with a cargo cover. They no longer do, so now you have to add that as an accessory. You can add a heated steering wheel to your EX, so that's cool to know. Some of these stuff are basic stuff. Everything else, those kind of things, you know, pretty standard. And then exterior, you know, bike rack, bi-side molding, basic stuff, HPD graphics, which is cool. Boom, boom, boom. If I sound kind of crazy, I'm coming over a cold, which was, it was for a day, pretty crazy. But tailgate spoiler. Okay, so all right, let's go to the price. I know I showed you guys the window sticker in the video, but you're looking at $33,850 base price and $455 more for the premium color. $1350 is your destination handling. You're looking at $35,655 for an EX MSRP, and I think we're in a world where most dealerships don't have markup anymore, anyways. But I know some places still do. So, to each his own. Do your shopping, but like I said, the EX is a nice package in my opinion. So, of course, we're gonna end everything here. Let me know. We're gonna go ahead and end everything here. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the CRV, especially the EX. When you think about the 25 EX, is something you would get. Would you get a different model? Personally, I'll get a Sport Touring. You know, me, I like fully loaded models, but let's say you don't need all those bells and whistles and the LX is too basic. This is definitely the way to go. Especially if you don't want a hybrid, you want the turbo engine only. Definitely way to go. And it comes with a spare tire because the hybrids don't come with a spare tire. Definitely way to go. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next walk around.